Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at Disney villains whose appearance, story, or personality were influenced by real, though not necessarily villainous, people.
Gentlemen of the press, get ready, because you are about to witness the biggest news event of the year.
King Candy, Wreck-It Ralph.
Who are you, the guy that makes the donuts?
Please, no, I'm King Candy.
Early in this film's development, filmmakers were unsure of what final form their villain would take. Looking back in Disney history for inspiration, they found their muse in comedic actor Ed Wynn, who voiced the Mad Hatter in 1951's Alice in Wonderland and played Uncle Albert in Mary Poppins.
I can't help it. You can see that. I just like laughing, that's all.
Jane, don't you dare. You'll only make him worse.
King Candy's appearance was based on both Wynn and the Mad Hatter, and his distinctive voice was expertly captured by voice actor Alan Tudyk. Though Wynn was nothing close to villainous himself, he would have absolutely nailed a role as delightfully deranged as King Candy. More than an inspiration, this villain is an homage to this Disney legend.
The more I'm a merrier me. It's embarrassing. The more I'm a merrier me.
Tamatoa, Moana.
Are you just trying to get me to talk about myself? Because if you are, I will gladly do so.
Huh?
In song form.
The passing of David Bowie in 2016 sent millions of music lovers into mourning, including Moana's soundtrack co-writer Lin-Manuel Miranda. When creating the song Shiny for the giant villainous crab Tamatoa, Miranda decided a tribute to Bowie would be fitting for this glamorous decapod.
Scrub the deck and make it look shiny. I will sparkle like a wealthy woman's neck. Just a sec.
Tamatoa's voice actor, Jermaine Clement, had previously paid tribute to Bowie with his comedy duo Flight of the Conchords, which further inspired Miranda's decision. The result is a fabulously evil glam rock song sung by a character who, despite his ill intentions, you have to admit is a spectacular performer. Another hint to Tamatoa's inspiration is his eyes.
Just pick an eye, babe. I can't concentrate on what I'm saying if you keep... Yep, pick one. Pick one.
The pupils are two different sizes, just like Bowie's were. Jafar, Aladdin.
Interesting.
What? Who?
The Royal Vizier. Well, that would be... me.
This animated film was heavily inspired by the 1940 film The Thief of Baghdad, which was similarly based on the stories of 1001 Nights. The Thief of Baghdad also featured a villainous vizier named Jafar, played by German actor Conrad Veidt.
I thought I might try to give them happiness.
Happiness? They're fools and knaves. Your grandsire knew it, and if you would know it too, do as he did.
Veidt's striking features and severe appearance influenced the look of Disney's Jafar, who was drawn to purposely contrast to the other, softer-looking characters in the film. As a result, Jafar's dramatic and sinister appearance has a distinctly old Hollywood feel. Though he might have been the inspiration for Jafar's evil looks, Conrad Veidt was anything but. A vocal opponent of Nazism and anti-Semitism, Veidt fled Germany in 1933 and starred in several anti-Nazi films.
Don't be in such a hurry. You have all the time in the world. You may be in Casablanca indefinitely.
Scar, the Lion King.
Prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news.
This film is a loose retelling of Shakespeare's Hamlet, and therefore this villain is partially inspired by the play's antagonist, King Claudius. When creating Scar's design, however, animators based his appearance on the character's voice actor, Jeremy Irons. That is, as much as an animated lion can be based on a human man's appearance.
Well, I suppose you'd have found out sooner or later. You being so clever and all.
The Academy Award-winning British actor is an expert in portraying villainous characters. He has the perfect foreboding voice and sinister body language. Irons' background in classical theater and Shakespeare also helped him nab the role in this anthropomorphic adaptation of one of the Bard's most famous plays.
They've been videoing me and drawing me for all that time, and I see the film and there's this scrawny bloody lion. I look at James Earl Jones and he's golden and big mane. James Earl Jones is bald. Big mane, he ripples. And I thought, what's the matter with me?
DrFacilier, The Princess and the Frog.
Gentlemen, enchanté. A tip of the hat from DrFacilier. How y'all doing?
The Shadow Man of New Orleans has a distinctive design unlike any other Disney villain, and was inspired by a few different sources. Baron Samedi, a spirit in Haitian voodoo mythology, lends DrFacilier his signature top hat, black tailcoat, and imposing skull mask. Facilier's long, thin limbs and smooth dance moves were inspired by those of Michael Jackson. Watch him closely as he dances, and you'll see some of the King of Pop's signature moves.
I can read your future. I can change it around some too. I look deep into your heart and soul. You do have a soul, don't you, Lawrence? Make your wildest dreams come true.
Animators wanted the character to move gracefully across the screen to show how Facilier hypnotically lures in his victims with his smooth talking. Jackson hypnotized audiences throughout his career with his dancing, making him a fitting inspiration for this character.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
Kruella Deville, 101 Dalmatians.
Nita, darling.
How are you?
Miserable, darling, as usual, perfectly wretched.
One of the most diabolical villains in all of Disney history, Cruella Deville is rotten to the core and inspired by one of the most legendary starlets you've never heard of. Tallulah Bankhead was the daughter of a prominent politician who dedicated her life to hedonism and the pursuit of attention.
Well, darling, what's left of me is here.
Thank you. Tell me, why do you call everybody darling?
Now you know why, because I can't remember names.
Bankhead's thin physique, high-arched eyebrows, and chain-smoking habit became distinctive characteristics of Cruella as well. Bankhead was also known for terrorizing the streets of London with her reckless driving, a trait which was also borrowed for Cruella. Bankhead's overindulgent lifestyle eventually led to a decline in her health, which cost her several major film roles. Even so, her legacy lives on in this classic Disney character.
I'll get even. Just wait. You'll be sorry. You fools. You idiots!
Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty. Eleanor Audley, with her clear, commanding voice, was the perfect choice to play this intimidating Disney villain.
And you're not offended, Your Excellency?
Why, no, Your Majesty.
In real life, Audley was a dignified, confident, and imposing woman who instantly earned the respect of those around her. Maleficent's character design was modeled after Audley's sharp features and expressive eyes, but she wasn't the first Disney villain to take inspiration from this actress.
Yes, of course. Sarah, I really must be going.
Lady Tremaine, the evil stepmother from Cinderella, was also voiced by Audley and designed to mimic her appearance. Once you see how similar these two characters look, you can never unsee it. At least now you know exactly why they look so alike.
After all, we did make a bargain, didn't we, Cinderella? And I never go back on my word.
Ursula, the Little Mermaid.
Come in, my child. We mustn't lurk in doorways. It's rude.
It wasn't until 2023 that Disney finally confirmed the long-speculated inspiration behind the iconic sea witch Ursula. Her dramatic eye makeup, bold jewelry, body type, and boundless confidence were all clear indicators that Ursula was based on drag legend Divine. Otherwise known as Harris Glenn Milstead, the icon was famous for his appearances in several films by John Waters, including the original version of Hairspray as Edna Turnblad.
Could you throw in a pair of complimentary petty pants in the deal?
You drive a hard bargain, Miss Edna, and rightfully so. Petty pants, panty girdle, you just let Tracy take her pick.
How about a fabulous frock just for me?
Sadly, Divine passed away before he was able to see himself in Disney villain form. Though there have been some debate over Disney's characterization of a drag queen as a villain, those close to Divine have said he would have loved the character.
I will be queen one day, and my coronation will be celebrated all over the world. Do not forget, I am Divine.
Charles F. Muntz, Up.
Oh, you really must stay. I insist. We have so much more to talk about.
This character is an amalgamation of several real-life people, including one that could be considered an actual Disney villain. Muntz's aviation adventurer look is inspired by real-life celebrity aviator Charles Lindbergh, who often sported a similar jacket and flight goggles. Walt Disney himself also served as inspiration for Muntz, particularly for his adventurous spirit.
I started with many ideas, threw them away, started all over again. And eventually it evolved into what you see today as Disneyland.
Most interestingly, however, is how similar his name sounds to Charles Mintz. In 1928, Charles Mintz stole the rights to Walt Disney's first successful cartoon character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. This forced Disney to start from scratch with a new character, a certain mouse you may be familiar with. Though it ended happily for Disney, clearly Mintz has a long-standing reputation as a true Disney villain.
More often I get thieves come to steal what's rightfully mine.
No.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
The Evil Queen, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Through wind and darkness I summon thee. Speak! Let me see thy face.
As beautiful as she is menacing, Snow White's Evil Queen is the result of significant development to create the perfect villain for Disney's first feature film. Initially, depictions of the Evil Queen in cartoons portrayed her as ugly and witch-like. But lead animator Art Babbitt realized how much more threatening a beautiful but bitter and jealous queen would be.
Magic mirror on the wall, who now is the fairest one of all?
For her design, Disney animators looked to famous examples of beauty, which at the time were actresses like Joan Crawford, Gail Sondergaard, and Greta Garbo. Animators also took inspiration from a statue of Uta von Bellenstadt in Naumburg Cathedral. She was considered to be the most beautiful woman of the Middle Ages, truly the fairest of them all.
Bring back her heart in this.
Did any of these entries surprise you? Let us know what other cartoon inspirations we should delve into next.
A wondrous future lies before you. You, the destined hero of a charming fairy tale come true.